Bluebeam Revu's built-in measurement tools make it easy to take measurements on your PDFs that are then automatically tracked in the markups list and can be summarized and imported into Excel. You can also add custom formulas to this built-in worksheet to calculate costs within Revu. Don't believe me? Well, watch and learn. Let's start by setting up the interface so the measurement tools are really easy to access. One way you can do that is by switching to the estimation profile. A profile determines which toolbars and tabs are turned on and where they are located on the interface. In the estimation profile, all panels are closed by default. The markups and measurement toolbars display here on the right, and the toolbars at the top are minimized to just one row to give you plenty of room for working on a large-scale drawing. Let's also open the Measurement tab so we can really see what the measurement features can do. To open the Measurement tab from any profile, click the Tab menu button up here and select Measurement, or go to View, Tabs, Measurement. Step 1 is Calibration, or setting the scale for the drawing. Enter the scale in the Measurement tab here, or click this button. Measure an already known length on the drawing, and enter that length in the dialog box that appears. To check your calibration, measure another known length on the drawing. Click the Store Scale in Page box to make sure the scale is saved to the drawing. You can calibrate separate viewports in Revu too. Click this arrow to expand the viewport section. Click Add. Select a viewport on the PDF and name it. You can then select it from the list and calibrate it to its own scale. While the scale of the rest of the PDF is left alone. Step 2 is to simply start measuring. You can grab measurement tools from the tab we just opened, the toolbar here on the right, or from the Measure menu bar. You can measure length, area, perimeter, diameter, angle, radius, or volume using these tools. Select a tool and drag out its shape like this. Or click around for each angle and double-click to end and close the shape. Hold down the Shift key to make a perfect square. Or hold down Shift to snap to a 90 or 45-degree angle. To measure in volume, grab the Volume tool, go into the Measurement tab and enter the depth of the measured space. In this case, it would be the height of the walls, and then draw out your markup. This tool here allows you to cut out a section of a measurement. For example, say I'm measuring this kitchen area for tile, and this is where I want the island to be. I'll want to cut that out so it isn't included in my final area measurement. So I'll select the Cutout tool and trace around that island to cut it out of my area. The area calculation automatically updates, and I can continue to adjust the corners of this shape to make it even more accurate. Once you've added a measurement markup to your PDF, you can customize it. Say you're measuring something with rounded edges. Right-click on a corner and select Control Point and Convert. Or hold down the Control key as you click it. That sharp angle will be transformed into an arc that you can adjust with these handlebars. To get a slightly different result, right-click on an edge instead of a corner and click Convert to Arc. That edge of the shape will be converted to an arc that you can adjust at each corner. If you've drawn out a shape with more corners than you need, no problem. Right-click a corner and select Control Point, Subtract, or hold down Shift as you click on the corner. If you need more corners, that's easy too. Right-click on an edge and click Control Point, Add, or hold down Shift as you click on a side. You can edit the visual properties of your measurement markups from the Properties tab. You can add a fill color, change the line color or width, or add hatch patterns. You can change the label for the measurement here. Revu gives you tools for counting items on PDFs as well. Use this Count tool to mark items in your drawing like windows or doors, things that you need a number for rather than a measurement. Revu will keep a running total of the number of marks you add to the PDF, and will show the total for the selected set of counted marks here. Another way to count items on a drawing is by using sequenced markups. In the estimation profile, a tool set containing some sequenced markups is automatically turned on in the tool chest. As you place them on your page, the thumbnail here will update to show the next number in the sequence. And this little shape here will turn orange to show that the sequence is active. The main difference between sequenced markups and the counting tool is that sequence markups are all separate markups, while the count tool creates one markup containing a number that can be used in calculations in the markups list. Speaking of the markups list, let's talk now about how the measurements and the markups list work together. The markups list keeps track of markups as you add them to your PDF and shows their properties, including their measurements or count, alongside them. If these measurement columns aren't showing up on your screen, click the Columns menu here and make sure they are checked on. When this list is sorted by measurement type, the summed totals for each are displayed in these gray spaces here. If you sort by label instead, you can get an updated total for the specific markups you want to focus on. I've already labeled these measurements for hardwood flooring, so now when I sort by label, it'll show me the area I need to cover with hardwood floor. We can use these measurements to then perform calculations from the markups list. Let's move over to this PDF to give a better example of how this can be done. I've already set it up so that when I add measurements to the page and label them, these totals will update to show me the cost for the flooring materials. But wait, how did I do that? Well, let's go into Manage Columns and I'll show you. Here you can see that I've created two custom columns, Material and Flooring Subtotal. The Material column is a choice column with 3 flooring options: bamboo, carpet, and black slate. Each of these options has been assigned a number, which in this case is the cost per square foot. The subtotal column, a formula column, has been set to multiply the measurement by the selected material's cost. Now we can look back at the markups list and see that this subtotal column shows exactly what we'd expect, the result of multiplying the area for the flooring by the cost per square foot for the selected material. There are a few things to keep in mind when working with these custom columns and formulas. First, when you're working with choice columns, make sure the markups subject matches the subject here, so that you'll be able to choose from these material options. For example, the subject here is flooring, so when I add a new markup, I won't be able to choose from those flooring materials until I change the subject to flooring. Second, the tool chest can make the entire process a lot faster. How's that? Well, if you save markups into the tool chest that already have the subject and material defined, all you have to do is select them from the tool chest and add them to the PDF, and all those calculations will be done right off the bat. And if you continue to use these tool sets and custom columns in future projects, the time you save can really add up. I mean, the page is calibrated, the subjects and materials are defined, and the calculations are arranged. All the hard parts are done. So it boils back down to just selecting the tool from the tool chest now and measuring that spot on the drawing. And you suddenly have all of this information at your fingertips. And what's more, Revu also allows you to export all of that information, the measurements and cost calculations, as a CSV, XML, or PDF summary. Click Summary, choose PDF, XML, or CSV, and voila! Well, I bet you didn't know Revu could do all of that. Still think it's too good to be true? Download a free trial of Revu today and see for yourself. I have a feeling you won't be disappointed. Thanks for watching, and go get 'em, Bluebeamers!